All right, hello fellow wedge shavers. Today is Monday. Welcome to today's video. Today's video will be using Zingari Man's The Wanderer with the matching recovery splash. I'm gonna go, yes, once again, supply company. This time I am using a Schick injector. I found these, I don't know where these ones are made. I found these at my local drugstore, and there were 7 blades in here. So I'm gonna take Michael's recommendation and try a different blade. And so Mike, thank you for all the information and email and everything that you give me on injectors. So we have our King Shave brush and we are all lathered up in the bowl. So let's get started. All right, so I'm working on 3 days growth. I have not shaved since Friday. Hopefully everybody had a good weekend. Hopefully everybody's doing well, staying cool. We had a fairly warm weekend here and not too eventful for us this weekend. And so if you're new to the channel, welcome. I think I might have been a little stingy on the soap this morning. That lather's looking a little thin, but I think it'll more than do the job. But anyways, if you're new to the channel, welcome. If you've been around a while, appreciate the continued support. If you're watching this for the first time, consider hitting that subscribe button below. And if you like the video at all, hit that thumbs up button. All that helps the channel. All right. So, The Wanderer. This is a barbershop. This is Zingari's barbershop. But it also has some citrus in it. So we're going BBS Live Citrus Week / Barbershop Week, since I have some barbershop from last week that I still haven't used. So this was perfect for today. All right, so I'm gonna try a little different angle here as well. Last time I was around here, so I'm gonna try with this blade going a little bit more with the angle that the shape of the head is giving me, rather than the 10 to 15 degrees that supply company recommends on its site. So far it's taken down the 3 days of growth pretty easily with not much effort, which is very nice. So those of you that have been watching some of these videos, I have been having some trouble with the supply razor in terms of getting a nick-free shave. So maybe this change of blade and this angle will help solve that. That's what I'm going for today anyways. So far I'm feeling pretty good, but it's really been the second or third pass that I've kind of gotten myself on. First pass is usually pretty good. So that's kind of where the telltale will be. Tough for me to tell if the blades is working better or not. Although I will tell you, it is just cutting effortlessly. So this is kind of my finishing up on my supply company experiment. I think if I can't get a smooth shave with a different blade, then it's just not the razor for me for some reason. I was talking to John Latherhog, and he was saying, you know, sometimes a razor is just not for you. And I said, well, that's true, but I'm determined to not let the razor defeat me. At the end of the day, there might be some razors you like better than others, but I figure if you're using the right technique, the right blade, the right angle, you should at least be able to get a nick-free shave. Now, whether it's the most efficient shave or it's, you know, got the right amount of blade feel for you, or or what, that's another story. But I would think that if you're using proper technique, proper blade, proper angle, proper pressure, etc., that you could at least get through the shave without nicking yourself. So that's my goal here today. Get through the shave without nicking myself. By the way, this scent is fantastic. So let's talk about that for a minute. This is the Sago base. I think it's pronounced Sago. And this is the tallow base that Zingari makes. This is a very clean and fresh version of a barbershop. You know, barbershop is a huge genre, or huge variety, or in terms of barbershop and how to define a barbershop. So there's a lot of scents that artisans will call barbershop, and it's really, I think, a category that's kind of open to interpretation a little, up to a certain degree. You're not going to make a fougere and call it a barbershop, but so this scent notes on this are bergamot, citrus. Did I already say that? Oak moss. What do I got? Oak moss, patchouli, and basil. So basil is a typical note you see in patchouli in barbershops often. But to me, this is just very fresh, clean, refreshing. Scent strength on this actually is a nice medium, I would say. I have not tried all of Zingari Man's stuff. I've tried a lot of the, I don't want to call them seasonals, but new ones that have come out, like the Watchman and things like that. But I haven't tried a lot of the Zingari kind of, I don't know, staple scents like Nomad, Navigator, things like that. This one. Well, this is my first use of this, actually. And I think it's quite good, in my opinion. But I do like fresh and clean. So the barbershops that I've tried recently, I'd actually put this as my #1 so far, the ones I've done on the channel last week. So if I'm ranking them so far, I'd probably say this would be #1. But I've got a few more to try, and then we'll see where it ends up. Okay, pass 2, I think. I don't see any nicks, cuts, or blood. All right, we'll try to get through this on the last bit of scraping the bottom, scraping the barrel here. I got some water in my right ear. One of my friends that I work with kind of impromptu invited us over yesterday afternoon to go swimming in his pool, so took the kids over and went swimming for a couple hours, which was real fun. But we were using the squirt guns, and my son, I think, nailed me right in the side of the head. I think that's how I got the water in the air. All right, third and final pass. See if I can get through it. I don't want to jinx myself here. Still haven't really caught much of the Olympics, if anybody is watching out there. Although it does sound like the Americans, in terms of medal count, are on top, but not in the gold medal count. So where I've gotten myself before is my chin and my neck. Oh, and my mustache area. So this is kind of like where I've typically trying to write the cap here. I've been able to, I will say, I did use the sensitive plate with no problem, but that was just not really very efficient to me. Not efficient enough. And so I'm hoping this is the middle plate, the comfort plate, the 2 plate. You know, what I'd like to get out of it is a, you know, efficient enough. I don't have to be, I don't chase BBS every shave. It doesn't have to be the smoothest shaver, or I mean the most efficient shaver. But I kind of look for that balance between smoothness, comfort. I don't prefer a lot of blade feel. So the balance between smooth, comfort, lower blade feel, and efficiency. And if I can get that, I'm happy. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Now, let me get, there's a little spot. It always gives me some grief here. All right. I think we're going to call that good. I'm going to rinse the face here. Well, I think I accomplished what I set out to today. So I don't know if it was just partially technique, partially the angle, the blade, I'm sure had something to do with it. I can still smell the barbershop from Friday on this towel. From Sterling. All right. So no alcohol in the recovery splash. I prefer alcohol in my splashes, but of all of the non-alcohol splashes, this to me by far is the best. Throw some of that on there. Nice fresh scent. I am a citrus fresh kind of scent guy, so there you go. All right, so Zingari Man's The Wanderer, absolutely fantastic in my opinion. Sego base is really nice. Supply company with a Schick injector. No nicks, no blood today, so very nice. So there we have it. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you soon on the channel.